Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a while and I've been really busy with my life, but the spirit today asked me to do a reading, and actually I was gonna do a reading for myself, but spirit is like record it, and so I'm just gonna record it. It might be for the collective, well, it is for the collective if I'm recording it, obviously. But maybe you guys are resonating with what I am going through. So I'm just gonna go with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. The it's the classic classic deck I have, and I haven't been speaking English for a while, so my English is like all over the place. But hopefully you guys can understand me. I have cleared the space, and so let's get to it. Spirit cannot wait. So let's get to it. So any messages for the collective spirit? Any messages you want to give me for the collective spirit? Wait, I have it. I had it upside down, so justice is coming up. All right. I will need at least 2 more cards to start reading the energy. Any messages for the collective spirit? Queen of Swords. Ooh, I feel Libra energy here. One more card. Ten of Cups? Are you kidding me? So apparently there seems to be a stance the collective must take, which is the Justice. This is the card of balance and reclamation of your energy. So you must have been feeling imbalanced, and just maybe sometimes people have been taking too much from you, and you really haven't had a time to just, or like haven't had the strength to say your words and stand your grounds. But the spirit is telling you to do that, so just take up your swords and stand your ground. You have the moon here, so listen to your intuition. And there is a sea behind her, so those are your feelings that you've been stuffing inside, that you have not had the bravery to say it out loud. So spirit is telling you to go ahead and tell them your feelings and trust your intuition. You have to make a stand now, a path you have to choose in between. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is claiming your power, claiming your throne, and claiming your words. So you are just reclaiming your energy, and you're saying, bitches, I am what I am, and if you don't like it, get out of my way, kind of thing. So yeah, you go ahead and do your thing. There is a raven flying near her, so there might be some signs the universe is sending to you. So trust those signs, even though it doesn't make any sense now. Trust those signs, follow those paths, and yeah, just feel what is right for you in your intuition. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So this is the fulfillment you get after standing your ground. You feel the victory of finally feeling like yourself, finally, feeling that relief of letting go of your feelings and expressing it outwards. So, yeah, just, yeah, just, you really have to be brave enough now to make your stand and tell your truth and pour out those feelings you've been stuffing inside and trust your guidance and intuition. This is the time. Any other messages for the collective spirit? The Hermit. You could be below. This also tells you you have to dive deep within yourself. This is not something that you should listen to from other people. This is something that you take the decision from within. I mean, you can get advices from the people you trust, but just be careful of who you trust, because even though people appear to have like really good intentions for you, sometimes they don't. And I would ask the spirit to clarify those things, who your real enemies are, through your dreams, or automatic writing, or something. And you really need to go deep within yourself, find your truth. This is not truth that anybody else says what you ought to be, how you ought to be, okay? This is your soul calling, okay? This is why you are here. You really need to do your inner work. Yeah, speaking about inner work, we have One of Swords here. One of Swords. Let me just clarify that. I just really want to see. Let's see. Cups, Swords. So Seven of Swords can clarify cunning, skill, deceit, tact, diplomacy, flexibility, compromise for the greater good. The Seven of Swords indicates that a situation calls for you to behave fearlessly in order to attain positive results. The card shows a figure stealing sword from a military camp. While such an act may be dishonorable and your personal principles may be compromised, your actions may be necessary for the greater good. This card suggests there are times when your beliefs and ideals must be flexible, and you should adapt them to the task at hand. Life throws many situations at us, and we can't afford to be too rigid in our thinking when we come to deal with them. So, yeah, this might clarify tactics for you to get out of a certain situation, for you to build your ground, this stance, this is the standing you have to take. And this here, maybe your current situation is not allowing you to be, really authentic towards others. So this might be a situation where you might need to just wait out and really I don't want to say it, but it might be some white lies here and there in order for you to really find yourself, you need to deceive sometimes other people, because some other people sometimes can affect how you view yourself, how your outcome in your whole life might be affected by other people. And you might really, it's either you hate yourself because you followed something someone else said, or you have to make some white lies in order to deceive those people who do not allow you to go to your soul purpose. So this might be something like that, but it doesn't mean like hurting others and like really scamming other people like that. I don't recommend those, because those come back to you anyway. Always remember, collective, what you send to the others will always come back to you, okay? Because you in this universe have a certain significant energy signal. So when you wish something on others, or when you give something to others, and you say something about others to other people, what you're sending out your energy signal to the universe. You are saying, this is who I am and this is what I'm giving out, and the universe is gonna say, oh, that is who you are, and that is what you're giving out. Okay, let me send you back your energy. Okay, so really, just there is a thread between being truly compassionate, and sometimes you have to choose between being compassionate and deceiving yourself, or deceiving others and being compassionate towards yourself. But it doesn't mean you have to destroy others, lie to others and stuff like that. Yes, there may be white lies here and there, but just tread carefully, because what you send will always come back to you. Okay. Any other messages for the collective spirit? Okay, death. And this is a really great card, because people are afraid of this card, but this is a cycle closing, a situation you've been in that might have been a really bad situation for you, where you had to deceive yourself or deceive others in order to be there for yourself. This cycle is closing. And this cycle is closing is by going deep within yourself and taking a stand, justice, speaking your words. Remember, just don't like repeat what everybody else repeats. Your words have to come from within yourself. That is where the real magic lies. The words that come from your heart, because those are like you're speaking to the universe. You're telling the universe, I speak and I create with my words. Okay. So a cycle is ending, a new cycle is in the horizon. Ooh. This is when the spirit get excited. I just said new cycle in the horizon, and the spirit is like, let me give you 3 cards. Okay. So here we are, 2 of Cups. So you're about to meet someone, I guess, or you're about to meet yourself, who's giving you self-love that is beyond what anybody else has given you so far. So yeah, this is gonna be a journey of expanding your soul. Okay, every time a hermit comes out, there is a chance for you to face your fears, leave things behind in the situation you've been stuck on, okay, and expand your soul. Here you are expanding it by feeling more. That sounds really weird in 3D, but honestly, emotions is a gateway to higher dimensions. You just have to know this. Emotions are a gateway to higher dimensions. This is why the current system in our world is so adamant about people feeling indifference. Why they hoard us with materials and think that our entire ego, our entire personality depends on the materials. It doesn't. It's your own emotions. It's your own emotions. You're gonna meet a higher version of yourself by going into the dark night. Here you're diving deep within to your shadows. You're saying, am I really, is this really who I am? Can I do better? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I weak? Or why can't I do this right? Why am I always stuck in this cycle? Why can't I get out of it? You really have to go within yourself. And this is a self journey. This is not a journey that other people can have effect on you. This is Hermit card in the tarot is called Dark Night of Soul. Okay. The reader, the walker, is walking through a journey, and that is connected to how deep you can go within your shadows. How deep, how clear, how brave are you to look at your own shadows? Okay. How brave are you? How brave are you to accept your own flaws, your influences on others? Are you going to be a coward and run and say, I am perfect as I am? Everything is everybody else's fault. Everybody else's. Okay, so just, this is it's like looking to yourself, looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and seeing the demons. You know, most people cannot do it. Most people cannot. This is why the world is the way it is today. Because Earth is a place to expand yourself. Okay? But most people get caught up in the system that has been established by beings who are smarter than a normal human being. This is, our world is not run by humans. If it's run by humans, the matriarchy would be in the power, because that is the creators, that, you know. But it is not run by humans. Just putting it out there. I'm not gonna say it's the, you know, I'm not gonna influence people to just go into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But it is run by comfort, and people wanted to forget who they really are. People wanted to run from their own shadows and own demons. Yeah. Oh, Goddess of Pentacles. Here comes a new opportunity. Okay, so you're closing the cycle. You're expanding your soul. And here comes new opportunities. Pentacles represent materials. An Ace of Pentacles represents new materialistic opportunity or a tangible opportunity. Okay. I don't know how far the Spirit wants me to go with this reading. Because honestly, I was going to do a reading for myself, but this is what it is. Maybe this one is also for me because it can. Things are moving. Things are moving. Things are moving. Things are moving. It's moving. Okay, yeah. Alright. This is looking good for the collective. Yeah, if you're brave enough. Are you brave enough? Told you so. Told you so. A major. The world. The world. Let me just read it for you, actually, what it means. So I do not. Where are you? Okay. The world. A major arcana. I complete the cycle that it may turn again and begin anew. I told you guys so. I told you guys so. Here we are, finishing a cycle. Here we are, moving to this. Look at this. And at the end of that is this emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy. Finally. The world, represented by a dancing woman. Oh, I was gonna have the words card here. Is the final card in one complete cycle. The creatures at each corner of this card signify 4 elements: fire, lion; earth, bull; air, eagle; and water, a merman, that form the fabric of our world. The fool has accomplished much and learned what he is capable of along the way. Challenges have been faced and battles fought and won. Okay. He is now ready to resume his position at the start of a new cycle. New challenges beckon, and they can be approached with confidence. All things will be possible in the fullness of time. This is an exciting new chapter for you guys. Honestly, I feel like 2026 has been like a closing chapter for many people. I've seen a lot of people closing it up and moving on, and it is absolutely fantastic, guys. I think the reading is ending because the spirit is like, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. So is there any advice for the collective or any other messages for the collective spirit before I go? Gemini season, the lovers. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Remember, this could not necessarily be a person. It could be you finding yourself as well. Mm? Giving you the love you deserve because nobody else is capable of. They are fighting their own demons or whatever. Or you could be meeting not divine masculine per se, but meeting a man or a woman. Meeting someone who's gonna give you this. Oh my god. Okay. I really like these cards for the collective. I really do. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Just always remember, guys, our time here is temporarily. please, please, what we are here for is expanding our soul and following the divine mission or the soul purpose. If you're a divine feminine, that is, or a divine masculine. But if you're not, if you're a karmic, if you're here to just bash and make other people's lives miserable because yours is, that's fine also. That's your journey. Okay. But here we are in higher vibrations, and we are going to even higher vibrations. So remember to look at your demons, work with your shadows, and walk with your demons. Okay? The demons can never be beaten down. It is just to look at them and then transform yourself deeply so you can walk with them, not run from them. They will always be there. They are a part of you. You just walk with them. Okay? You don't need to leash them. You don't need to knock them out. You don't need to beat them. Okay? This is this is what we call awareness, expanding your soul, expanding your awareness. Okay? So ciao. See you guys. Bye.